Yeah, welcome back, YouTube family. Today I'm going to have a time to share my experience when I came to United States. Come from Africa, come from Central Africa, from Gabon, and that's a very huge experience. I have experienced that in my life. You believe you're only 22, 23 years old, come to America, you don't know better. So it was a good experience. And I was able to meet an American lady and she brought me here United States. But that time I was very young and I have a fiance visa. So I did have to have a two return ticket. My ticket is just to come and stay in United States. But it's very easy at that time because back in the day they used to give you United States used to give you a social security number, and you can find you a job. They didn't have to do anything. Even you got visiting visa, B1 visa, a B2 visa, you still can get your social security number and get your driver license, and you just can find your job. They will give you a job. That's back in the day, like 93, 94. It was easy. But see, now this day is not the same anymore. But when you come with a visiting visa, like B1, B2, you have to come here as a immigrant. So to be able to change your status, you got to have someone to adopt you, or somebody, maybe someone from here, United States, who is a citizen, and they be able to get you to change the status. But it's a long process. You got to go different steps. You got to go one step, two step, a second step. So you come from Africa, it doesn't matter what country, or you come from Gabon, or come from French country, whatever in Africa. When you come to United States, it's new because you got to learn English. In Africa we got different dialect and different languages too, because in Africa people speak French, people speak English, people speak Spanish, some people speak Portuguese. So it's a good experience I have. Find out when you come to United States. When you come to United States, especially if you're a student is a F1 visa. F1 visa is expire, I think, like every 2 years or every year. You'll be able to go to school, and then you can find your little part-time job. And you have to renew that visa all the time, and then you can go back. But you want to stay, you have to ask maybe some type of organization like a church, or maybe somebody can adopt you, or they can help you to be able to change your status, to be able to stay in the United States. But you gotta go to immigration to change the status, or you marry someone who live in the United States, who's American, to change the status. But it's not going to be like it's going to be overnight thing. It's not going to be overnight. It's something you got to follow step by step, because now those days it's a lot different. But before it was not very difficult to find a job. But back in the day, the minimum wage was really, really bad. It was like $5, $6, and it was bad. That's like 20 some years ago. But to be able to stay in the United States, you was able to have a social security number. It was easier, and driver's license they give to you for free. But after so many years, it's not the same anymore. So that's the experience I have. I come from the United States. And if you guys have any questions, you can write a comment below. And but I mean, it's not really difficult, just like you go to every country. If you follow the procedure, you'll be able to, to get your information. You have to go to embassy, United States embassy on your country, and you ask them what type of reason you want to come to the United States, and they will give you a bigger list. Well, the list you have to select the paper you're going to write it down what you need. They're going to help you what you need to be able to have your document ready when you go to embassy, United States embassy somewhere in Africa, because some country they got embassy in United States, so you can go there, you get your appointment, you pay the fee. But to be able to do that, you got to be able to go to school in your home country, or maybe you have a good job. They want to make sure you're going to coming back to your country. They want to make sure what the reason you're going to come to the United States. Are you going to stay or are you going to leave? So all that's very important. You got to be able to have a stable life on your country before you come to the United States. You don't make sure you want to go back. But most of the time, people don't go back. Sometimes they stay. Free country. So that's what's happened. And that's my experience. I mean, when it comes to find your job, it was a little harder back in the day because minimum wage was really, really bad, really terrible. But now it's better now. But if you want to be able to change your status, you got to apply your status to change from a visiting visa to resident. So the resident, I'm sorry. You come from visiting visa, and if you marry someone and live in the United States who's citizen, you're going to have a conditional resident. That's back in the day. And then you come to resident, and then you go to permanent resident. After permanent resident, citizenship. That's how it works on my time. But today, I don't know. But when you do that, it's a lot of fees you got to pay. But to be American citizen, you got to study American history. You have to read a book. I think it's like 100 questions, but you got to study. But they're gonna ask you only 13 questions. You have to read. They're gonna ask you to read. They're gonna ask you to write one word. They're gonna maybe ask you some questions and ask you what the first president of the United States and what 13 states in the United States. So how many senators go to Congress? Is 100 go to Congress. So and lot of stuff like that. So what's the capital of the United States? Okay, stuff like that. Just and you're going to write it something in English. And you're going to read. They ask you some questions. If you come the right way and clean, and you study good, you'll be able to pass. And that's what I did. First time I did pass, I was kind of nervous, but the second time I passed, it was a celebration. And so today I'm an American citizen. So it's just something you just have to be persistent. That's a African dream. Travel around the world. You go to Canada, go to United States, go to France. But I don't care for France. But here in the United States, it's pretty good. You get visa, and the visa is like 6 month visa. But when you go to airport, they put a stamp on your passport, and then they might extend more a month, to be able to stay here for a few months, and then you can go back. But the cost of living in the United States is that depend what the state, what city you stay. But in South, it's just it's not very expensive, but now it's expensive now because everything costs money, the food and everything. But back in the day, you can find your apartment like $400 apartment, and it's a nice apartment. But today, apartment start with like 700 to up to be able to find a really nice apartment in those days. So and here in the South, in Birmingham, like I say, in the South, That's 2 hour drive from Georgia, Atlanta. You need to have a transportation because they don't have too many bus here. They got taxi cabs, they got Uber, but not too many bus to be able to go everywhere you want to go. Especially if you want to go to school, you want to study, you have to stay on campus, so you have to make sure you got money with you, or you can find your part-time job and go to school at the same time. So it's just something you can learn. But thank you very much, YouTube family, and subscribes, and you guys can share my video, and I really appreciate it. So any more comment, give a comment below. Please subscribe. I'm going to that's my first day to have a video because I just never had that type of video before. So that's a newbie video is come up my mind, and I know I have experienced that before. So I'm still kind of like, try to practicing. So I got a lot of knowledge when it comes to information from Africa to United States. How was my experience? So I have so many experience in the past 27 years. So, but I'm gonna post more video. If you guys have any questions or any comment below, just let me know. And thank you very much, YouTube family. And peace out. And God bless America. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. You have a great day. Bye.